Hello friends, welcome to our channel Excel to Excellence. Various kind of monthly reports are prepared to report the management where data remain arranged date-wise. Finance team prepare to report daily or closing available balance in the banks and able to keep the control over idle fund. Production team prepare monthly report to check the capacity utilization and optimal productions. HR team prepare to compute the employee salary. Marketing team prepare it to judge the efficiency of marketing team. In this video, we will use following the formulas. Number 1, define a list. Number 2, date values for starting a date. EO month for end date. Number 4, logical function if. Number 5, customize date format. Number 6, date to text. Number 7, conditional format, and number 8, various format function. Friends, at first we will create a drop-down list of months. This creation will save us from writing month name manually again and again. Further, all the function which we will use in monthly report sheet depends over this list of months. In a separate sheet, we will create a list. So right here, title. Now name the first month of the series, January. Now using the fill option, we can fill the series. Select autofill. Now we have a list of month ranging from January to December. We will define name for this list. So move to the formula tab, select define name. By default, it has taken month title month and the reference of this list. Press OK. Now your list has been created. Move to the sheet number 2. Friends, total 32 numbers of columns are required for the creation of a typical monthly report sheet. So we will select 32 columns up to column AF. Starting from extreme right, we will merge 3 cells. You can use keyboard shortcut Alt H M C. Then 2 cells, Alt H M C. Again 3 cells, Alt H M C. Again 3 cells. In this way, we have 4 output box that is required for this spreadsheet. Now merge and center the remaining columns. Write here the title name, monthly report, grid it using the keyboard shortcut Alt H B E. So this is your title bar. Here we will create our drop down list. So move to the data tab, select data validations. A pop-up will appear. From the allow tab, you select list and in the source window you write here name of your created list. So your list name is month. Right here with the help of equal to sign. Now your drop down list has been created. In the adjacent box we will write here the beginning date. This is also a function dependent output. So write here date value. Date value. Write here date value. So first day of each month is 1. So write here 1. With the help of quotation mark, press and select your month name. Now close this bracket. So it will return us a value. This is a number. So to obtain this output in a date format, we will format this cell and we will select short date pattern. So this is our starting date of the month. Right here 2, and here we will find ending date of each month. So right here EO. EO is the function to get the ending date for a particular month. Here is now you write here start date. Start date for this month is 1st Jan 2020, comma, press here 0. Now close this bracket. So we have the ending date. In similar manner, change the format of this output. So now we have the ending date. This is our month, or this is month name, starting date, merge it and write here starting date of the month and ending date of the month. Merge it and ending date. You can read this. Now we have starting date and ending date for the month. This is our starting date and this is ending date. In row 11, we will plot the date value. That can be done with the help of reference. So starting first day of the month, I have written here with the help of beginning date. But second date we will determine with the help of logical function. If function is very helpful in this point, so write here if, and our test criteria is that beginning date of the month should be always lesser than the closing date. So this is our beginning date, press here lesser than sign, and this is our ending date. Friends, don't forget to freeze the ending date reference. You can freeze the cell value with the help of F4 key. So I've selected here. If it is true, then it will return us the current date. Current date can be determined with the help of preceding date simply by adding 1. If this condition is not satisfied, it will return us blank cell. So this criteria can be fulfilled with the help of double quotation sign. Close this bracket. Now we have a numerical value. Format this cell. Date short kind of date, select short kind of date. Okay. Friends, again reformat this, because in this particular case we required the numerical value of the date. So for again format this cell, custom, this is our date format, custom it, select only D and press OK. In turn it will reflect us numerical value. Now copy this function to the column reference AF simply by using the function control R. Now we have 31 days for the month of January. Please change it to the February. Automatically we have 29 days. Now change it for the June. We have 30 days. If you want to give the name to these days, you can do this with the help of text function. So write here text, select the date reference within quotation sign, right here. Now close this bracket. Copy the formula to entire row. Select the entire range of data and align it to the center using Alt H A C. This is the keyboard shortcut. Okay. Now let's say you are preparing the monthly report for bank. So write here name of the bank 1, name of the bank 2, name of the bank 3. Write here total. Insert here sum function with the help of Alt is equal to sign. Define the range, copy it to the entire row. Read the entire range with the keyboard shortcut Alt HPA. With the help of separator, we can remove this 0. Now to make the report more attractive, we can format. So I just made it bold. Title I made this bold. We can fill here color. I have selected here green color. In banking industries, Sunday remain off day. So you can highlight here Sunday with the help of conditional formatting. You select conditional formatting under the home tab. Choose highlight cell rules. Text that contain. So you write here Sunday with, it will highlight Sunday with light red fill and dark red text. Now change month name. Let's say I change it to July. Automatically the days are getting changed. Automatically the values are getting changed. Friends, with the help of this monthly report, you can bring the information of idle fund to your management. You can draw chart. You can take any kind of decision with help of this uh, monthly table. The similar type of table you can use in the production department as well as in the marketing department. Friends, the same table can be used for HR purpose also, but we need to add three more columns. One column for the number of working days, another column for leave taken by the employee, and third column for the net payable working days. So here I am changing the name 1, name 2. These are illustrative name of employee, name of 3. Say we will use some abbreviations. Present for P for present, W for weekly holiday, that means Sunday, L for leave, and L.5 for half days. As this cell working day, and see leave taken and payable working day. Now wrap the text as the length of the written text is more than the column width, so we can wrap this text using the wrap text function. Now the thing we have to do is application of logical function countif. In this case we will apply countif function. So countif, select the range where we need to count. This is our range B13 to AF13, and the criteria is present if it is present. So in quotation sign right here P, close this quotation sign, close this bracket, and the second parameter of attendance is weekly holiday. Weekly holiday is also considered as working day. So right here again countif, select the same range, apply there a comma, and within quotation sign write W, close this bracket. So in turn it will give you a employee 1 remain present on Saturday. So I've written here P, Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Okay, how many days he remain present? 4 days he remain present. But Sunday is also considered as working day. If I write here W, automatically it will calculate working days as 5. In similar manner, we can take the accountability of the leave taken. So right here countif function, count if, select the same range, apply there a comma, and within quotation sign write L, close this bracket. Half day attendance or half day absent is also considered while preparing the salary sheet. So we will take accountability of half day also. So write here plus, again write countif, select the range of the data, now within quotation sign write here L 0.05. Now close this bracket and divide it by 2. So in turn it will count the number of leave taken by employee. Let us suppose employee 1 remain absent on 29. So right here L. Automatically it is reflecting leave taken as 1. Let's say employee remain present or absent on 30th day of the month for half days. So right here L 0.05. Now look at the result. Automatically it has calculated 1.5 as leave taken by the employee. So the payable working days you can determine with the help of numerical difference of working days minus leave taken. In similar manner, you can apply for the rest of the row. In salary sheet, we do not require columnar total, so you can remove this total row. Hope you managed to understand how a monthly data sheet can be created. If you have any suggestion or query, please feel free to comment down in the comment box. If you like the content, please like this video and subscribe our channel for more videos. Thank you.